fuck with a kid, cause she know that the nigga be fresh like some lemonade, I'm tryna get to these bands and I'm running up fast cause I'm full of pain, And she know, little bitch, I got it wrong. She want blow, I said, bitch, let me know. Let's get high, little bitch, I got you. To the sky, little bitch, I know you.
Slimy Visuals, episode 1. It was only right to do it. Cash was at the first show, so you got the first interview. You already know how we rocking, but what's up, dude?
Man, just chilling today, man.
Be chilling,
Yeah.
chilling. I feel that. So basically, I guess to get started, we just kind of want to know like how you got into the music scene, like not to talk about your childhood or anything, but like how'd you get here?
How'd I get into music? Well, my older brother, he's like, well, he used to be like a producer type thing, so he would take me to the studio and stuff like that, and then I don't know, I just eventually just picked it up over time hearing music. I was like, damn, this shit's cool, so like let me try it out.
Damn, yeah. Does he still like make beats and shit?
Nah, he does like promotions and shit like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Word. How old are you when like that started?
I was like maybe like 13 type, 12 maybe.
So you've been in the game since you were 13?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
Damn. So like when you drop your like first track,
song?
Yeah.
Maybe around then, but like the first thing I ever really pushed was like maybe around last year, yeah.
Okay, word. So you just kind of just like, you took it more, like pretty recently it's become like an actual thing and you're like,
yeah.
damn, it's been a year?
It's been a year type thing, yeah.
Dude, you have like numbers for a year.
Yeah.
That's really
a lot of consistency, man.
Yeah, consistency is key, dude. I always see you on my feed like all the fucking time. That's definitely how you get it done. Yeah, definitely. Kind of like what your influences were growing up?
I would have to say Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, Nas,
True.
Lil Uzi Vert, freaking Kid Cudi. That's another one, bro. Yeah.
Have you seen Uzi?
Like live?
Yeah.
No, man. It's like my dream, bro.
It's
I haven't seen it.
chaotic as fuck.
It's fucking madness.
It's like a fucking rock star.
Yeah, he literally is. I was at
Weird as
ACL.
hell. He's just a weird ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling you. They played Mo Bamba at ACL, and we're like, hey, Sheck West is here, because Lil Uzi canceled.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, Sheck West. Bro, we get closer, it's fucking Lil Uzi. I was like, what the
Beautiful.
fuck? No, that's amazing. Yeah, 100%. Like, is that kind of what you're going for? Or like, because obviously you have your own sound, dude. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like, I take little elements from, like, everything
That's
I've heard
the better
type
way
thing.
to do it.
Yeah. You create your own thing.
right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been noticing, like, especially on Cash World. The way that you started out was like kind of like Travis Scott vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you're very melodic, and you're like, I don't know, melodic's probably the best word.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, it's like bangers, like hot shots. Bro, when we used the hot shots for the promo for the Halloween show,
Yeah.
bro, that shit was banging every single time.
Thanks, bro.
And I'm like, this is the one, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like we were saying earlier, what is it? Yeah, Letter to Me. It's totally different. And like, how'd you get, because it's an album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to clear that up. So like, how did you get from the beginning to the end? Because it's what, like 12, 13 songs, right?
It's 11 songs exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, was there a process as to like, I want to sound like this, and this, or did you kind of just making songs and you're like, this one's going on the album? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was just making songs because I really worked on that tape for like a good year type thing.
oh, true.
So, I don't know, I was just recording songs. And, you know, I record off of like vibes. Like, I may make this type of record one day, I may make another type of record the next day type thing. So, at the end, I was like, damn, I have all these songs. And low-key, like, they all sound good. Like, none of this shit sounds like corny nor whack to me.
Right.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to structure the tape a certain type of way.
So you did do it strategically.
Yeah, you can say
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like process elimination a little
Yeah.
bit. That's sick.
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's super sick. 100%. What else we got for you? How long? Like, since you were 13?
Yeah.
Damn. So, like, go back to, like, that first song that we were just talking about. Would you consider that, like, a failure, like a success? Or, like, how does that impact who you are as an artist, like, now?
Like my very first song?
Yeah. Or, like, the first, say, like, what was it? It was on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
So, like, how did that record go to begin
That
with?
record go? I mean, I don't know. To me, that shit's like whack now. To be
Yeah,
honest
I
with you.
feel that.
But like a lot of people saying like, oh, you should keep on going because you have like potential type things. So, I don't know. I just worked off that. It just basically was just like a stone. You know, just kept building on.
Yeah, you just kept going.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And then when did you start putting shit out on, like, platforms?
Platforms maybe around a little bit before Cash Flow, so I could try to build up those platforms.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Dude, yeah, just keep plugging away, because, like,
Yeah.
your IG's up there, your Spotify's up there, like. So what, like, I guess what's like a year goal for you?
A year ago, I'm really trying to get this shit to pop off more. Like I'm trying to live off this type thing.
Right.
Yeah. That's
So
really
like,
my year
was there
goal.
like more shows maybe, or like
A lot more shows. Different states, touring type shit.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Do you
Yeah.
do you ever use like your geo maps and shit? Like do you know where you're popping?
Oh, like my stats and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It would be like New York, Cali, type shit. Basically, all like the places that like
Big
most
city,
people.
like
Yeah,
ATL,
big city places.
Miami.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Philadelphia for some odd reason.
Bro, they get
yeah.
busted in Philly, dude.
Mm.
Like low key, I feel like Philly gets blocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're probably. That's what's up. Hot Shots is out there. Is that I don't know? I keep saying Hot Shots because like to me, that's how I know you from like.
Yeah.
Remember your one song Harder? It's like on your SoundCloud, like super buried in your SoundCloud. Oh my God, dude, I'm gonna put it up. It's so fire. That's how, cause Danny Flores,
Yeah.
shouts out Danny Flores. That's
Yeah.
how I fucking. He's like, cause we're gonna do that first show.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I want to do some rappers. He's like, all right, bet. Like, you know Cash Star? I was like, no, I don't know fucking Cash Star. Like, put me on.
Yeah.
And then like literally, and then he like sent me your SoundCloud. I was, all right, bet. And then I just typed your name in, dude. I'm pretty sure. Where is it?
Well, he's pulling that up.
Yeah.
What was the most recent show that you did? Like,
Most recent show.
yeah.
I did this. What was it? I think it was Poetic or some shit.
There
Had to
was
be-
one after?
Was it one after Pratt? No, it was. I did a show with him,
Yeah.
and it was Poetic. It had to be Poetic. Yeah.
That was the last one. That was like.
Huh?
Mox?
With Rockstar?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
there was another-
the winter fest.
It was like a
in
Winter
December.
Fest show. Yeah.
So
I
like
did
2
that.
months ago.
Yeah.
No, it was like
Nah.
West Side,
Nah,
right?
that was a different
It was like,
one.
yeah,
It was like
no, it was
out
way
west.
more west.
Yeah.
Did the flyer have like snow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
actually. Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, it was decent. It was like, all right. Yeah.
That's
Do you,
There's
like,
quite a lot of
do you
people.
feel like you're like
Yeah.
building upon like experience with like performing live and shit? Like,
Yeah. So I mean, I look at like other artists like Uzi. They can like control the crowd type shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's how I want to be like that type of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less chaotic. But
Yeah.
Nah, that shit's turned. We
Sometimes
need that.
I feel like he's just like, sometimes I feel like he's in a different world. Like he's from another planet.
Yeah.
No, he's literally an alien.
No, absolutely.
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Dude, I can't find this shit, dude. It's so hard though.
Damn, did you private it?
Like collectively, do you know like what your catalog looks like? Like how big or
How big it is?
yeah, like do you know the size?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
From my goal from like last year was just like drop as much as possible so people get resonated with me type thing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of songs. It's a lot
Yeah.
of songs. And then after a while I started to like kind of clean it up,
Yeah.
take out certain songs, you know.
I think that's the best way to do it. Is just like
Yeah.
release a bunch of shit and then like figure out what works and what doesn't from there, and
Yeah.
then kind of like go off of quality rather than quantity
Quantity,
after a
yeah.
while. Hmm.
What about Fine and Dandy? So that's like a single, right?
Yeah, that was like a single
So how'd that come about?
that came out. Well, I'll be honest, I got the beat off like YouTube.
Hey,
And then at the time, I was like recording in my crib, so I remember I pulled it up, I heard it. I promise, I did that shit like one take, bro.
really?
Yeah, bro.
The whole thing?
That whole thing, one take.
No.
Yeah.
That shit's hard, dude.
Thank you.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you're so diverse. Like, because how I know Cash is from just banger, banger, banger. Like, Danny showed me, yo, you gotta get Cash. You got Cash. So, all right, bet, let's get Cash. And he did it 2 times, you know?
Mm.
2 shows. And that's, like, super humble to have you. And, like, for me to listen to Cash World after already, like, having kind of, like, a Cash image in my head, it was a totally different direction. Because, like,
Appreciate
I just, like, it's all bangers, but then to see you break it down and get, like, real melodic on that first song, and then, like, Letter to Me was just fucking out of left field, but it was amazing. And I was just like, that's crazy, dude, the way that you can put that shit together.
Do you have any non like hip hop influences?
Influences non, like, I don't know. The Weeknd, I fuck with The Weeknd heavy.
I have an XO tattoo on my ribs.
For real?
For real.
Did I?
It's like right here.
Oh, that shit's hard. That's hard, for real. Fucking, Tame Impala.
Oh, that's
Fire, bro.
I
It's
am
fire, bro.
biggest Tame Impala whore right now, dude.
They made a song together. The Weeknd and Tame Impala made a song together.
For real?
It's like only on like YouTube and.
Isn't it like years ago though, or is that like?
It was there was one that I think was like way back, but then
Yeah.
they just came out with one not that long ago. I think,
Yeah.
if I'm not tweaking, but I think that that's so funny. But
No, like
That's
literally,
literally us.
I hated Tame Impala my whole life because where I come from, everyone loves Tame Impala. So I was like, all right, fuck you guys. That's your favorite band. Fuck that band.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to it, and I was like,
Tame Impala
It's hard.
4.
Dude,
He's such.
I've been listening to that album since Friday, since it came out last Friday. Like, it's so bad. I'm seeing them for like the third time now, and it's like, I just need that shit in my ears. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Cat Star. No, for real. Dude, I'm really upset that I can't find this song because that's how I found out about you. And it's whatever, so we'll just totally dismiss that. Let's talk about Slimy Visuals for a little bit. What are you guys working on?
Got a new video for him cooking up Stop Popping Pills on the new tape. I'm working on that. I got most of it done.
Really?
Yeah, I can show you guys it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it right now or later?
I mean, that's up to you. This
It's
goes
up
on
now.
the
It's up
internet.
to you.
Yeah,
All right.
sick.
I'll show you what I got so far.
Hell yeah. You love fucking that new shit.
So I literally met you like not even an hour ago. So like, what do you guys do?
So we basically just shoot music videos. I know he does more photography too. He loves taking photos. I don't really do photos. I like sticking more towards videos, to be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And we work with, just multiple artists, and we build like lots of connections with them too. So it's been pretty
Say
fun
that's
so far.
that's our main focus, or not main focus, but like our main difference in between everybody. It's like a lot of people say, like artists that we meet, they'll say that directors or videographers that they'll meet are just straight dickheads or like horrible people, or just like they'll shoot with them and then be like, all right, in a week I'll give you the video and that's it, it's final.
Yeah.
And like not like
No communication.
Yeah, not at all. And like what we like to do is like we straight up send drafts, we FaceTime, we straight up communicate with everybody
Yeah.
and try to get like as perfect as what they want to us to do, you know?
Right.
That's so like
Full
refreshing to
transparency.
hear because I feel like
Yeah.
everybody in this like DIY type of like around our age type shit, like they like videographers will often like do exactly what you just said. It's like there's the thing, and,
Yeah.
like then have a good one, like
Exactly,
have a
yeah.
good life, like nice knowing you. But then after that, like yeah, you found it.
Yo, this song.
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like the first one they shot.
Yeah,
like,
really?
First video
the very
ever.
first video
Yeah,
ever.
bro.
I was like, this was when I was still smoking weed, but I'm back on now. Took like a 6-month break. But no, when I was back in the day, before the first show, this was the song, and me and Ronnie are in his kitchen just fucking blowing whatever.
Yeah.
And we're just, the whole time, fucking on loop. Just like, who the fuck is this kid? Just going nuts. I'm so happy I just found out every day. That's a song. Everyone go listen to it. Put the link in the description. All that good shit. Favorite fucking Cash Star song.
Appreciate it.
That or how'd you get? It's Cash Girls.
Cash Girls? Yeah,
Cash Girls.
yeah.
Dude, how'd you come up with that?
That one? So I'm not gonna lie. So like, we were still running through songs for the tape and shit. And I remember like, it was like maybe like a couple, like maybe 2 weeks before. What the hell? Maybe like,
You popping. Taking calls all day.
yeah. So like, it was like maybe like a couple weeks before the tape dropped. So I was like, all right, bro, let's cook up something because I want to drop like another single. So yeah, we cooked up that, and then we whipped it up. And low key, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gonna put Chris out there, like he wanted to throw that shit away because he didn't like the beat at first.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't like the beat at first
No
type
way.
thing. So, my bad.
No, you good?
This is annoying.
Silent. Do not
You're totally good.
Oh yeah, let's do this video.
Yeah, I got the video
Oh,
pulled up.
Kuju, yeah. It's the
Definitely.
exclusive.
For real.
Go ahead. You guys can press play on. Press
go.
play.
We just add this as a clip in there.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the video.
Did you post this yet?
No,
No way,
No,
right?
I'm not finished with it actually.
What the fuck?
Bro.
I mean, I was expecting you to be good, but
With your Q's and P's, I'm antisocial. Bitch, don't talk to me. I got this walk on me. I'm sipping hot.
you rent out a hotel room. for
Yeah.
this shit?
Yeah, we did. Up in downtown.
That shit ain't me. I got this line on me. I make 'em
Yeah, just for the video. It's pretty fun.
You put the robe on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
These bitches loving me like ABC. These bitches do the D. I move them.
Yeah, if you guys stop doing music and like visuals and stuff, I'll off myself. Like, period. This is amazing.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So, this song, is it out yet?
Yeah, it's on the tape.
It's on the tape?
Yeah.
Dude, don't smoke weed, man. I've listened to the whole tape, I think, twice now. You got Cash Girls video?
Yeah, the cash over there. Yeah.
Bro, my whole thing, like, is Cash Girls for the shorties?
Yeah. You
Yes,
probably see
you
that.
like now?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I
It
gotta
kind
hear it now. Hell
You
yeah.
know
Yeah.
Cash Girls? Cash Girls is fun. That's my other thing.
I did like before I came here, like I did like a tap through because I had to know, but
Yeah, that's my favorite one, because, like, when I heard it the first time, I was like, this boy about to be swimming in that shit. You know what I'm talking
I think
about?
it's so cool that the clock in the background just like tweaks a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
thank
so
you.
Cool.
I
That's
appreciate
so
it.
cool.
I
That's
appreciate
super
it a lot.
cool.
of, like that's like the one that females are like fucking with heavy right now. Cash girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta hear it.
Cash Girls. Yeah, we should, like, break down this album a little bit, because I really want you to hear Lighter Than Me. This is, like, it's so... I don't know how you did it, dude.
I get bands, I get high like a spaceship. Shorty think that she smart, she gon' take dick. When I'm done, she like casual, I hate her. She try to play me like what? Bitch, I'm that nigga, lil' hoe know what's up. Bitch, I'm a dog to these hoes, I play rough. I took that slut from a man, he a pup. That boy a lame, he a bitch.
Like, this is literally the anthem. I'm telling you.
This is it.
Every day I wake up, I love bad girls.
Bro,
So,
bro,
I love it.
100%.
hey,
This
yeah.
is the fucking anthem.
Did you shoot the cover art then?
The cover art? I don't remember. I
It's
think
like the
we went-
collage looking thing.
No, it's
type,
this
or-
one. This when you were a shorty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
crazy. That's a
Or
great
did
idea.
yeah? So who does all the cover art and shit?
Cover art?
Angel.
Yeah, it's
Angel
Angel.
is usually the
Yeah.
one who
Yeah,
does
yeah.
the on hell.
And Hell667 on Instagram. Yep,
Hell,
that's it.
shout out. Angel. Bet. I guess another question I had, what do you think separates you? Because, like, Chicago's pretty popping right now, dude. There's a shitload of rappers, and I've only worked with, like, a handful of them, like ETP, all them, the Dolo Boys, which we're not even talking about right now. But, like, there's a bunch of little squads going right now, so I guess, like, what kind of... I know what sets you apart, but for the people's sake, like, what do you think?
I think it's because I could do a lot across the board type thing, and I feel like a lot of people just can't do. Like, a lot of people can't hit you with lyrics. A lot of people can't hit you with melodies. And all that other stuff, bangers all at the same time type thing. Like, I could deliver that. And then I could deliver it in a way where it's not like, oh, that's not him type thing. Like, no, it's me. You can hear it's me, and you know it's me.
I think that's the best part, too.
Yeah.
Like, your voice is super distinct.
Yeah, that's what I was literally about to say. That like it's not like I don't know. I feel like I hear some of these like rappers that come out of like this school and like a lot of just I don't know this area in general and like their vocal variety lame.
Like Chicago has a
yeah.
sound, and you don't really have a Chicago sound.
Yeah.
You're like
Sure.
a Cash Star sound.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and,
it.
like,
Like
that's
that.
like separates you a lot too. And like, so what does your writing process look like? Like, what do you like start with, and then how do you build on it from there?
I catch it's just really when I catch a vibe type thing. I'll just write. Me, I have a thing like I'm gonna give away a little bit. So like, I just write a lot, but I tend to write where it's like, I say a lot of like, I don't know. I have like some outlandish things that I'll say type thing, and then I'll pick out whatever I write. I'll make it like a hook type thing. But I just write. Like I don't really write like, oh, I'm gonna write a hook and write this,
Yeah,
write that.
Yeah.
It's just like bars.
Yeah.
Do you write 4-beat or do
Yeah,
you,
I'm
do you
4-beat.
write? Do you write 4-beat or do you find a beat that matches your writing?
Oh, true.
That's.
Or
I'll
both?
write for a beat. I
Yeah.
do a little both. That's
Yeah.
what I'm like thinking about. Man, it's a little bit of both sometimes. Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way, I don't think. But
Yeah.
No.
No.
I feel you on the vibe shit too, cause like I have like a notes. I don't rap. I'll never rap, but like I have a notes of like different sayings. So I'm definitely. I'm always like, who the fuck's this white boy? He's not even white, but whatever. Wait, yo, speaking of white, yo, you're Spanish, right?
I'm Belizean. Yeah.
No way.
Set that straight, he's Belizean.
Is that how you say Belizean?
Belizean.
I'm from Belize.
You got it right. Yeah.
I remember at the show, I was probably just drunk as fuck, and we were talking about that. Because someone brought it up, and I was like, I know he's like of color, but I don't think he's like African. fucking, I think it's something else.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about it. No, that's funny as fuck. Because at all the shows, everyone's like, yeah, the white dude with the hair. I'm like, I'm Cuban, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking white on the outside. But it's stupid as fuck.
So are you guys from Chicago or are you from like?
So we both grew up around this area for a hell of a long time. Like we both went to school around here too. But right now we're currently in the like suburbs.
Okay.
So
True.
yeah.
Like suburbs, like north, south?
Up
suburbs,
north.
like
Yeah.
Niles. So all the way
What?
Where'd you go to high school?
Oh no, well I went to school and
Okay.
everything, yeah, in the
Oh,
city.
okay.
Like I went to Walt Disney for elementary. And
Oh,
then-
did you really? So you're
Yeah.
smart. No, like, seriously.
Like yeah, it's a little like smart school, but like I mean I'm just lazy. Like
No, dude, me too.
like I won't do the work.
I go here, so you already know it's.
Yeah, that was just a big problem with me. I never
Yeah,
did work.
that's
But
sick.
yeah, and then I went to a naval academy in high school. I went to Rickover.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Do you know Eric Chopak?
I don't know. I have to see a face, maybe
Yeah,
though.
he's like into like more hardcore scene, like city morgue type shit, like Ghost Man.
Ghost Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to think about his name for a minute. The Ghostface Killer. We were talking about a court case today with Ghostface. He got sued by who was it? I See Skies of Blue.
ICP. Or...
No. It's like old ass song. Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
We are strong? Oh,
Louis
shit.
Armstrong sued the fuck out of Ghostface Killer because, like, Ghost said, I see skies of blue, blunts of green, and then, I don't know, some shit. But he had to give Louis Armstrong, like, 50% of that fucking copyright.
Damn.
So I was like, damn. But, so you're in Niles. All right, full disclosure, even though this is being recorded. Bro, I'm at, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
like
exactly. Yeah, the
White Castle, bro.
that fucking White Castle.
4 in the morning, shit face, and you get some sliders.
Oh, well, we don't do that. We hate that
Really?
shit. But we know people who
Yeah.
love eating that.
Yeah, and the Taco Bell's right there.
The Taco Bell's fire.
That's cool. You didn't grow up there though?
No,
You're not missing
but
out.
like yeah, but my grandpa or like his father,
I
so
went
like
over
we're
there.
because we're
Yeah,
related.
where'd you go?
Oh,
I
y'all
went to
related?
Maine
Yeah.
East for
Did
high
you
school.
really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What year did you graduate?
2018.
Oh yeah, no.
That's,
Yeah.
that's my girl.
I was way gone. I'm a grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, I graduated in 14. I'm 23.
It's not bad.
That's not
It's
bad.
pretty bad. It's not that
He's
bad.
the old man.
Yeah, no.
Old man, don't
Like,
blame him.
a lot of my friends are like 26, 27. I'm like, man, y'all some grandpas. And then I hang out with my other friends, and I'm like, fuck, I'm a grandpa. It's just like bogus. That's cool though. That's cool. I like meeting people from there because it's like you know exactly how the culture is out there, and it's nothing like out here. Like,
Exactly. We just talked about that the other
really?
day.
Yeah. Are you from over there? Like,
Me? I lived in like in the suburbs in and out, but I lived in like little suburbs. But I like to say I'm from the city though.
yeah.
type thing.
I mean, I'm from Logan, but like,
Yeah.
I grew up in fucking Niles too.
Niles, yeah. I lived in Niles for like a little bit too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Usually the headliner we like gas up
Yeah.
and like, yeah, you're the best, you're the greatest. But like, I think the last show, I'm not gonna say which show because this could be any show, but the last show he's like, I'm gonna bring 50 people, and we're like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So he did like a back-to-back set.
Yeah.
There was 6 motherfuckers in there.
Cat.
Oh,
That's
Yeah, like yo, it was like I had him a Gucci ass slot. It was like 11 to like 12:30,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be sick."
Yeah.
And it was literally, you remember that, right? It was literally
I
like
mean, not really. But
his 6 friends.
I was,
Oh yeah, you did.
I was impaired. I was
Yeah.
not okay.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that at our shows. We get really fucked up.
Yeah. Just like way too soon. Like we're like, it's like 7. Like we could probably throw back a few strawberritas. And
Yeah.
then like after people start getting there, I'm like, dude, like, hang on,
It's so
like,
bad.
give me a minute.
It's really bad, but you know, your
But-
shows were always great. What was it? It was the Friday the 13th
Yeah.
and Halloween,
Yeah.
right? Halloween, right?
That's what we
You were
did.
there, right?
I'm pretty sure.
I think I don't remember
You were
what
there,
show you
yeah.
were at. I just remember you because like you got the
Yeah.
and then I'm pretty sure I met you at Manny's show.
Yeah, you right, man.
At Golden Boys?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, when like I think who headlined? Solo or Craig?
Oh, okay. It was the ETP show.
Yes,
right?
yes, the ETP
oh,
show.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything with that?
Not like I work with only like certain members, so like I work with like Trey,
Okay.
T3, and then like him and Bella will
Okay.
sometimes come through, or like they'll ask me if they want to shoot a visual or something. So like we'll have something in the works sooner or later.
Word.
But yeah,
Yeah, they're cool people, man. Like that's how we got put onto the aux, is because of the ETP, and then
oh for real.
who's your manager? Fucking Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean. I was like, yo, who do I gotta talk to for this shit? And then the rest is history. But I remember when I first started talking to you,
Yeah.
we were talking about Ra, like Prod Ra.
Yeah, I think I saw him, like, you made, like, a list of one of those guys. I was like, oh, that dude's, like, fire at beats or whatever.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
What's that dance for the Future Kings? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yes,
Future
yeah.
He makes beats for them now and shit.
Yeah.
It's like pretty crazy.
No, they're really cool. Like if you can get a song by them, like you can get like
Yeah.
some good hits off of it too.
Yeah.
Because like they've been doing crazy shit. They like dance for Billie Eilish like on stage with her, like
Yeah.
just like
They
on
did the
some
All Star
weird
show
shit.
too. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, and
Fire.
they were just at they went to the Oscars and like did some like
Did they really?
side show shit. Yeah, like
That's actually sick.
so yeah, if you can get like a song by like with them.
Not even that. I was just gonna say Ra, because I remember a long time ago, like when I first met you, I was like, "Yo, you know Ra?" And you're like, "Kinda." So I was wondering if that relationship ever, like,
Yeah.
if you got anything like going with him.
I mean, not really. Like, I never really met him in real life type thing.
Oh, word.
But, like, we know mutual people, so, like, I've
Right.
heard beats get passed by. I mean, I got some shit.
Yeah.
I got some shit with him, but, like, that's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Full disclosure. No, that's sick. How does that? Do you like when you get beats? Are people just send you packs or like?
Yeah, you people just usually send them to the email type shit.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So do you ever like when you're recording? Do you ever be in the studio, and then? Well, first of all, how is that process? Is it like a studio or like you're in the crib chilling?
Really be like, I got homies who have, like, little home studios
Right.
type shit. And I'd be in the studio, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Be either
low
way.
key the home studio thing is kind of the move, dude.
Yeah, I
Like,
fuck with it more. It's, like, a lot more comfortable. I be going there with my shoes off and shit. Just
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah, it's a lot more
Yeah,
intimate. Like
yeah.
other than feeling like you have to crank out some shit just because you
Yeah.
paid for it.
Right. No, 100%. The other day I met Renzel. His ad's like Renzel.wave, and he produced for Chance. He did the whole 10-day.
Oh, that shit's
album.
fire.
Yeah, he produced the whole thing, and he was telling me how like, there's this other rapper. I'm so sorry, I don't know his name, but he was doing his album right now, and it's all in his like living room.
Oh, shit.
Like, and like 10-day was the same thing. Like, they didn't go to fucking Soundscape or whatever the fuck to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you're talking about you want to like start going on the road and shit.
Yeah.
Would you like still be making music on the road or like?
I would, yeah, probably. I'm like, I like to just keep working and working. So,
That's good.
any way possible.
I know a lot of artists that are like, all right, I'm on the road, so everything's like halt.
Yeah.
And I honestly, that's like pretty detrimental to your like artistry, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you just sitting there the whole time. And, you know, you're not really thinking about creating things, and you can't really go and like do what you got to do to like get those things out there type
Yeah.
thing. You just sit around just waiting. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna forget shit. There's a lot of shit that plays into that. That's just like,
I especially feel like when you're like, say you're on like a bus or whatever, like in the van or whatever, like there's a lot of nuances that come from that you're like, oh, I could have made a song about this, and then you totally just like passed out on it. And
Yeah.
so, I don't know. Like I'm going to fucking, I don't know if you know Celestial, but he's like an EDM kind of kid, but we're going to Madison in like 2 weeks, and this kid was like, bro, my EP's coming out, like I'm under a shitload of stress. I'm like, dude, don't worry about that shit, like just keep making music, you know what I mean? And I feel like people need to adapt that kind of mentality of like, fuck everything,
Yeah.
just keep doing whatever you're doing.
Make it for you and then figure out what people think about it later.
Yeah, no, 100%.
society keeps moving. You got to keep moving
Yeah,
with it.
exactly, yeah.
You definitely keep.
So like with the way that like, because I think the whole like all of this like, I don't know, mumble rap shit and like all that era of like things is kind of dying.
Yeah.
Like, where do you think that you want to go with that? Because like now, I mean, obviously you're not really in that category. You don't really fit, like, you're not in a box necessarily.
Yeah.
From like what I'm understanding. Like, so how do you think that you move with like genres and like trends in music? Like, how do you think that you
Trends.
react to that?
I want to make shit that like people like everybody likes, but I want my shit to last a long time.
To be like a timeless thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Longevity, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I think it's good that you have like diversity and variety in like what you do instead of just making the same 5 songs over and over in
Yeah.
different varieties. And listen to the same YouTube beats and yeah, I think it's a lot
Shit gets
more
annoying.
advanced than that.
You fuck with Wiz?
Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was
Wiz
just talking about.
Khalifa.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's
Flash
like,
Wizard.
yeah, no, that's like some Wiz Khalifa shit. Cause every interview that I watch with Wiz, that's like the main topic of discussion is like longevity. How like you could listen to In the Cut or like anything from Kush and OJ, and it still hits the same way when you were. For me, I was like 12, 13. Literally, you guys were probably like what, 8?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
That's what I thought I knew, but I didn't know that.
No, 100%. Is that so? We like your influences were like Kanye and ASAP.
Yeah.
So what did you listen to growing up though?
Growing up, yeah, everybody you just named, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kanye, ASAP,
A$AP, all that
50
shit.
Cent. 50 Cent was like, that was like the first rapper I ever took notice to.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, because you know back then he had the image and everything.
Hell yeah, it was 50
Yeah,
Cent.
fucking 50 Cent, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I fucked with that
You
back
play the
then.
video game?
Yeah,
Bro, that
yeah,
shit's hard.
I love that video.
That was the greatest. He has movies too.
Yeah.
What's that one? He's a cop and they're like
He
fucking.
has multiple where he's a cop. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of true. He's always the
He's
ops.
always like,
he's
yeah,
always
he's
the ops.
he's always
like every
been.
movie he's in.
What was the one that just came out that he was in?
Yeah, and they're like killing drug dealers and taking their shit.
So much shit.
I don't know what it's called.
It's called Takers or some shit. Am I
It
tripping?
probably is.
Yeah.
Power.
Oh, the show. Oh, yeah.
Is that a show?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a movie. That's how much I know.
Mm.
I'm so out of tune right now. I've been listening. That's the thing, dude. I've been listening to so much indie music because, like, I feel like, especially working with rappers and like being immersed in that culture, I just need to like take a break from that.
Yeah, you tend to like stray away. You don't want to hear everything that's just
Right.
kind of just all gets repetitive. You're like, fuck, I don't
Right.
want to listen to something.
Yeah, you like kind of feel like the same way
Nah,
sometimes.
yeah, like right now I'm literally on like a rock punk binge right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
Right now, well, I just got into Green Day again.
It's my first concert.
For real?
Yeah.
I was just watching. I was just like showing him and shit, like hella footage from like their Woodstock performances in '94 and shit like
Yes.
that. It's crazy.
Dude, Billy
Or-
Joe is nuts.
Exactly. Yeah, he is. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I wish I was fucking born back then, so I could.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright,
Appreciate
that's
that.
We
a
always
great
talk
question.
about that, man.
Yeah.
We always, or what was it yesterday? Even I was like, man, I wish we were born in like the '70s.
Yeah.
Or-
That's what I was about to ask. All right, so if you're like 21 right now, and you can pick any year, like what decade? The 70s?
No, I definitely pick 70, like
Yeah.
straight on the 70.
I think it'd be 70s for me too. Like, there's no fucking rules. Like, obviously it was, but bro.
Things were just so different too. Like literally, like it's crazy. Even like 10, 15 years ago, things were just completely different. The whole world was just completely different.
Yeah.
Like within technology, within just even a mindset, like people's mindsets,
Right.
like a whole lot. I feel like it's just changed
Yeah.
over like decades,
Fucking internet.
century. Yeah,
Like,
fucking
yeah.
social media. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
Like, everyone is so connected now, and it's like, I remember when I had to go on fucking like MySpace and like find music and shit. Or like, are you guys too young for MySpace?
No, I remember
Like I remember
Yeah.
it, but I never made an
Yeah.
account
I
or
had MySpace.
anything.
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
one?
I've had one. Yeah.
No one
That's how we
finds
learn
that
how to
shit.
code,
Yeah.
though. That's like
Yeah.
the meme. Everyone says that shit. We learned how to code from MySpace. I don't remember that shit. I just fucking
I put a picture on there, called it a day.
Yeah,
Followed
yeah.
the people that I thought were
Yeah.
cool, and then that was it.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
What was that dude's name? Tom, right?
Tom.
The dude that made it.
Oh,
He's friends with
yeah.
everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom. That's funny as fuck. I don't know. What else we got for fucking cash?
I have one thing, like with, like in regard to like what we were talking about with the rise of like for this for all three of you, but like with the rise of like social media and like that being a thing where you can really monetize that and like really like take advantage of that as on a business perspective, like how do you optimize like your social media to be able to like keep up with that?
Yeah. I mean, I look at social media like it's a big promotion tool type thing.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, like, if people like you for you, like, it's a lot easier. So you just go on there and post, but then you, that's a form of content.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with him. It's
Yeah.
literally social media is like in a business perspective, it's a form of promotion, promoting like what you do, your content, you know, whatever.
It's also
you
like
got.
a game too. It's like the more you put into it, the more level up you're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Like even like any little sort of post can do you good as like getting a follower or something, and then
Yeah,
you
and,
just
like
archive.
understanding the
like,
algorithms, that's some other
interactions.
shit. Like if you know how to do that, like you won.
Yeah, that's the
like,
key.
Yeah,
That's literally the
you
key.
really have. Yeah, because like that's something that I think a lot of people that like are trying to get into music and like try to get into like their form of artistry in any way like really don't get. It's like they don't understand how to like optimize that to their advantage.
Nah,
They
yeah.
just like post like shit posts. Like they just kind of like they're like
All the
here's
time.
this.
That's how fuck Taylor started. Shouts out fuck Teo.
He doesn't like to talk about it, but this guy, like, he's on that shit. Like, he's the only artist. Like, we've worked with multiple artists, obviously, and like throughout, like, you meet a lot of fuckhead people that are just really into it, just because like they want that fame and attraction.
Oh yeah, the cloud.
And they don't
Cloud
really
is-
understand, like,
Yes.
there's a marketing structure behind it that you have to kind of follow
Yeah.
and shit like that. And he's one of the only artists that I've seen that actually comprehends that. And is like,
Yeah, and
Understand.
like for just like even when he asked you like where like just where you notice like concentrations of people paying attention to your music and shit, like the fact that you knew that, like you have a leg up on people because of that.
Fat ass leg up on people.
Yeah, just because like if you pay attention to little things like that, I think it takes you far.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like Cash is pretty dedicated to like really like keeping track on things like in like like stats, like, you know, everything with that, like even like other people's videos or whatnot.
Right.
He'll be checking on like even on views and see how much shit.
I never
gets
see this
up.
guy play games or anything. He doesn't like.
Yeah.
Do you hit the
no.
joysticks? No Fortnite. None?
Just be this
None
all the
of
time.
that.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That's how you
That's how you're gonna
make
get
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely the one who's working the hardest.
Yeah,
with
I know.
that.
I see it too. Like I was saying earlier, like, dude, you're always on my. I love when you go live too. That's my shit.
Thank you, bro.
That should boost your shit though. Like it really
no,
does. Yeah.
100%. I was just like, Cash Star, I just went live. Like, fuck yeah, join. Like, that shit's so fun. He's like, what's up, Tell? Like, what up, dude? What you want? And like, he actually talks to people. Like, he'll be having full-on conversations.
Just
with-
because
with
they
the
joined,
chat.
that's so awesome.
Dude,
Yeah,
you won't
it's
believe
great.
how many people are like, they'll have like 5 people in there and they won't even recognize the chat.
Yeah.
It's so retarded.
It's like,
Yeah.
yo, that's some clout demon shit. That's
Exactly.
exactly.
No,
like,
yeah.
oh, you're live. Like, what was the point of that?
Ego bird.
Yeah, 100%. What was I gonna say? I totally forgot. It was with the joysticks. Damn. Oh yeah, fucking artists. How you know where your shit is? So like, I just got into like more management type shit. Like, not so much like show shit, but like actually managing artists. And there's this one in particular where I was like, all right, like she wants to go on tour,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, sick, cause like she's played Governor's Ball and like some big festivals and shit.
It's just dope. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm gonna open for Missy Elliott this year. I was like, all right, like sick. Like, how you gonna do that? She's like, well, I'm gonna go on a little tour, and then like we're just gonna pop off. I was like, all right, like, so how are we gonna do that? And I was like, what's your geo map look like? And she's like, I like on Spotify, and she's like, well, I don't really know, but like my Instagram's hella popping in this and this state, and it's like Chicago, 2 suburbs of Chicago, and like Gary. And I was like, yo, those are your Instagram followers. They're not necessarily like fans of your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you kind of put it into perspective of like, do you take account for your Instagram followers as well?
I mean, what do you mean by that exactly?
So like,
might
so
wanna
your
do that.
Spotify geo map will tell
Yeah.
you like, I'm popping here.
Yeah.
But your like Instagram geo map, it's the
I don't-
same thing, but like, do they listen to your music as well?
Yeah, I mean, like, the way I look at Instagram as far as like stats, I mean, there's people who are there because, oh, you take photos, or people might find you to be cute or some shit like that,
Yeah.
whatever it is. But I mean, everybody doesn't like your music, so I really don't take that in consideration. It's just SoundCloud, whatever platform it is, Apple Music, whatever else. But
Yeah.
like, Instagram, I wouldn't use that for that.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was kind of figuring, because like a lot of people base their shit off Instagram. And I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean you're like popping in that city. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it could translate. Like I think after a certain level, it does start to translate
It
to
does,
where
after
people
a while,
that
yeah.
like that do listen are paying attention to you
Right.
like in other mediums. But yeah,
yeah, like on a synonymous basis.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like you've reached that point? Like, people know you as Cash Star, the rapper.
Rapper. I mean, it is cool sometimes. Like, I'll go somewhere and it'll be like people, because you know we're pretty like local right now, I guess. I'll go places and it'll be somebody I like never met, and it'll be like, hey, like you're Cash, like you're the dope Instagram. I'm like, all right, like, yeah.
No
that's
way.
I don't
that's
know.
super
Yeah,
cool.
it makes
That's a
yeah.
great
That's cool.
feeling, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
That's so
It's dope.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
like that's the point where you like hit a turning point, and that motivates you more too.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
really good segue. That's what was my next question. Was like, what do you feel like a high point? Because all right, you said you only had like shit out on platforms for like a year, right?
Yeah.
So like, what do you feel like a high point so far has been for you? Like in
Like-
any regards.
Like so far, like the biggest thing, like this project
Yeah.
came so far. I don't know. I mean, I think, all right. So there's just one blog. They're from like the UK. I don't know how my shit reached the UK type shit.
Really?
But they wrote up an article about me, and they're like from the UK. I'm like, damn, it's really getting fucking out there type
Oh,
shit.
what's it?
Yeah.
Listen to?
Nah, this is from like Cali,
Oh.
but like still that's even a thing too. Like
Yeah.
shit got there. Cali.
Utah.
It's like Alyssa. Yeah, it's just like this YouTube channel that fucks with me. Shout out to Alyssa though. They're hard though.
Wait,
they
what
post
is
my
it?
shit. It's a YouTube channel. It's like a promotion like
Yeah, but what's it called?
Alyssa Movement.
Listen Movement. Okay,
Yeah.
but link in the description. We gotta find that shit. we will find that shit. No, that's sick. So back to like your music. Did you have anyone like mentoring you in the studio or like writing, like anything like that, or like this is all you?
I mean, right now, I mean like growing up type thing, like people like.
No, more like now, I guess.
I mean, like I'll have the homies around. I ask them like, this goes, does this shit go? I like to hear other people's opinions because you know, at the end of the day, that's what matters type shit. Like you can like whatever you like, but all right, but what about the people out there, like the fans and the people who
Right.
fuck with you? Like they may not fuck with that.
Yeah, that's a totally different experience
Yeah.
too, because you're like so attached to it. Like it's
Yeah.
your creation, and like for an outsider like us, like when we hear it the first time, you're never gonna have that experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's yours. So I feel like when you go into making a song, do you kind of put that like mindset, air quotes, into perspective for like the listener?
Yeah, I take it in consideration type thing because I'm trying to every time I drop, I'm trying to hit like. I'm trying to make people like really fuck with this.
Mm-hmm.
So I know everything. Like if I go ask them, like, yo, like we have like a little group chat or whatever. I'll be like, yo, you fuck with this? Fuck with this? And they'll be honest with me. And that's all they fuck with.
Yeah, like yo, this is fire. Like yo, this is
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
nah,
Like,
even
we'll tell them
some-
straight up.
Yeah. No,
Like
that's
sometimes
good.
we'll be
Those
like,
are
eh.
good friends,
Yeah.
man. We need
Yeah.
more friends like that.
Yeah.
I hate people that are just like, this is fire all the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, yo, this is
Dick
clearly
ride.
garbage.
I
Like,
feel you on
don't
that.
gas me
100%.
up.
I
This is fucking
100%
hot
feel that.
trash.
We always
100%.
fucking feel that.
I want to do a really stupid question because I saw it on Genius the other day, and they were doing a little Tracy interview. So for all of you, so if you can be an inanimate object, what would you be?
You answer that first.
Why
I gotta think about it.
There's one really good answer, but yeah, it's like so out of there, right?
Yeah.
Want to know mine?
What?
I'd be a condom.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
'Cause I'm
computer
always fucking,
maybe.
yeah.
I was thinking like.
Well, I mean, you just one use.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're a condom, then you're.
You're just gonna get
That's
used
it.
once.
I still got wet though.
And then now you're in
Now you're the
landfill.
dump, the city dump.
Pretty much explains my sex life at that point too. Got wet once and now I'm gonna fucking delete it.
Yo, shout out Riley for this. That's all I gotta say. For real.
Yeah,
I feel like-
nothing.
How about you? Sorry.
No, go ahead. You, yeah.
Fuck.
I say computer though.
That's kind
I
of
think
yeah.
like yeah, like
You know
computer.
everything, literally everything.
Google.
I was gonna
Like
say like
Elon Musk computer. Take over the world like tomorrow.
I'm trying to
For
think.
real, right?
I was gonna say like phone, but this man said computer.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
A phone would be a good one.
Yeah.
But then
And you
you
get
like
to go more places.
That's
see
true.
more shit.
Oh, it
I
is kinda
also
different
feel
though.
like
Fuck
if it
it.
was an
Yeah.
iPhone,
Yeah.
Apple would just like fuck up your what do they do? The battery?
Yeah,
After like
yeah,
X
like
amount-
Yeah.
after the new one comes out,
Yeah.
then just fuck you up,
Yeah.
and then you'll end up in the same place that
Maybe a razor. Dude, my razor still works from 2002.
No.
Yeah.
Brick phone.
I'm done.
God damn. Now I'm really feeling old. My dad, he used to have one of them fucking, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the fucking 80s
Wolf of
Miami
Wall
Vice
Street ass
phone.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wall Street ass phone,
Yeah.
literally. And then he got a BlackBerry and he gave it to me and I thought I was the shit, like
I
second
remember
grade.
that with a little brick breaker or
Fuck
something
yeah!
like that. Yeah, that little.
Tetris.
Yeah, all that.
Tetris?
man.
Yes. That was amazing. I was the fucking flyest second grader out there. My fucking Skechers, fucking the sex offender 7s. You ever see those memes where it's like the
I
dad?
know exactly what you're
Yeah, if the dad's not wearing the sex offender 7s, I'm not eating.
It's like those all white with like a little bit of blue
Yes,
stripe.
yeah, blue Nike,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Balances.
Yeah, same thing with Spanish dads. Like my dad's Cuban, and if he's not wearing the chanclas when he's grilling, shit's gonna taste like ass, bro.
You ain't putting love into it.
Yeah, put the beer on the steak and shit. No, 100%. All right, so what's your inanimate object?
Probably say like a rock.
Damn. What if you have? What if you turn? That's actually fire though. A rock's fire.
Like a beach rock.
Just any like rocks get moved around all the time.
Right. No, that's what I was
Nah,
thinking.
that's dope though, bro.
You
Nah.
change
And like,
figures a
he
whole
could turn
bunch
into
of times.
sand too.
Or a
Exactly.
road.
Oh, shit,
or
yeah.
And
like
then you're like everywhere.
Exactly.
a countertop. You could be a nice
You
countertop.
literally just go with the flow at that point. So it's
Yeah.
just,
Literally.
Like the most lucid, like not lucid, liquid.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fire. Yeah,
I
I'm
like
a
that.
condom.
I like
That's shitty. Lex, what's your inanimate
Fuck.
object?
Fuck. I feel like I'd be like maybe a car or something, like a really nice car, like
Like
just get
a
driven.
Toyota Tacoma?
Yeah, no, like get driven out every now and then, but not. Not all the time. Get to see shit still. Like a Tacoma. Fuck you, bitch. But
Fuck a Toyota Tacoma. I crashed one of those one time.
Yeah.
We were in the UP and it was like 3, 4 in the morning. We were like shit faced. I do not condone drinking and driving, by the way. But I was like super young. I was like 17, and we were in my boy's Toyota, and there was a deer, and the deer was like on the side of the road, and this motherfucker ran into the street, right? And then I was like, oh shit, but then he ran back. And then he ran again. Smoked his ass right there. It was the most fucking like terrifying thing in my life, because like I love animals, but like I thought he went back into the forest, and this motherfucker literally killed himself. It was really fucked up. But
Take that L.
But that was hella climatic. Like, you see them come back and forth.
it was just like boom, and then you just see a deer go over the top of your windshield, and you're like, oh,
That's crazy.
that put a damper on the weekend. But not to get all dark and shit. So we were talking about Green Day. Top 3 favorite bands.
Damn, that's hard.
That's hard.
Well, I'm just go like,
Yeah.
That's gotta be on your list.
Yeah.
Nirvana?
yeah,
Hey.
Nirvana.
Go that there.
I usually, I love Nirvana.
Oh, My Chemical Romance.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You guys
easily.
The
Riot
reunion,
Fest?
yeah. I was gonna
Dude,
say.
we want to go. The tickets are like $130
Yeah.
or something. It's,
It's
not
like
that bad.
worth it, but it's like.
Honestly, like
Totally
we were just talking about, like we just only go to see them. So,
Yeah.
Like, it'd be
That
weird.
you and everybody else, like the
It's gonna
little
be
hiatus
so
that they
sold
took,
out.
that was such a trap. Like that, I feel like that was such like a reason to like grab more attention.
Yeah, it
Like,
definitely was.
Yeah.
Just to build up their hype again.
Yeah, it worked.
The lineup last year was ass. Sorry, Riot Fest, if you don't hire me for whatever. Because I definitely want to get into festival shit, but your lineups are trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. They have like Earl one year, and then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a different whole bunch of rock bands. It's, like,
Yeah,
it's very
it's super
inconsistent.
diverse.
Yeah.
I like Pitchfork better.
Oh,
Pitchfork's
Pitchfork's
right. If you're like into like rock and like punk, like
They used to have Tyler at one point. No?
yeah, that's true. But I also feel like Tyler's one of those artists that you can kind of throw into the mix.
It's like alternative.
Yeah, he's gonna be perceived as like fuck yeah, it's Tyler. Like
Yeah, people from all scopes of life like him
yeah.
for all different reasons.
Did
no.
you see the Grammys? Like his
Yeah,
dude.
it was pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of like what M did
Oh,
with the
yeah.
MTV shit, where he had all like the different Slim Shadys
So
come out.
many Slims, yeah.
I saw him on like his last little tour and like that
Did you
was
really?
yeah for the Igor tour. Yeah, it was
No.
it was
Oh, you went to
cool.
Igor? Damn.
Yeah, at the UIC, whatever the
Steven
yeah.
was there.
Of course.
Y'all know Steven's JPEG?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that kid is everywhere and nowhere at the same
Yeah.
time.
Shouts out Steve.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know you, but like you're everywhere. I see him at parties. I see him in coffee shops. I see him on the street. I see him at shows. Like,
On my
everywhere.
feed.
Yeah, absolutely, on my feed.
Yeah, he
Like,
was crazy.
oh,
That
you shoot
photographer
hot
lifestyle.
rod, whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool as hell,
He's
but,
going
yeah.
crazy. That's how I know him from ETP too. Cause he
Yeah,
just
Yeah, he
showed,
does like most of their
Yeah.
photos and whatnot.
Shouts out
Definitely.
ETP. I'm trying to get their interview. They don't really respond. Those are the homies. I love those
Yeah.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
Manny.
They're
Manny-
inconsistent.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like-
I mean, they're doing their own shit too, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Which, like, I know Manny don't go do the school shit no more. Shout out to him. I want to drop out really bad. Don't tell my mom. Sorry, Mom. I'm not really feeling school no more, but that's cool, man. Everyone has their own thing, and like,
None of us go to school. So
Yeah, good for you
Yeah,
guys.
bro.
Did you guys start going? Did you guys like go to school originally and then decide it wasn't for you, or did you just not?
After I graduated, I graduated last summer, so this is
Okay.
my year off.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm 19.
Oh, okay. So I'm like,
I don't know. You got anything else, Lex?
I'm good on that. Like, I think we killed it. I think y'all killed it.
You guys
I think
got
you guys
anything
were
for us?
easy to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was super stoked to have you.
When's our next show with like y'all? So.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say.
we gotta do one, man.
Yeah, we gotta do one.
Whenever.
Too, yeah.
I'm trying to get out the aux though. Everyone goes there.
Yeah, everyone uses that
Everyone
space
goes
now.
there.
Like everybody. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sorry. The only problem we all discussed is like it's like small. I
Super
feel like
small.
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
layout is stupid. Like, why is there that wall there?
That
like,
wall,
That
yeah.
wall
Random
makes
as
me.
fuck.
That wall fucks everything.
Literally
I mean,
does. It's funny because
So
everyone
big.
talks about that
The wall.
specific.
Yeah, the wall. Like we all know.
Yeah, Yeah, everyone will know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's so funny
You
too.
need to like knock that
There's
down.
not a lot of depth, like, to be able to move.
I feel like the
yeah.
summer would be sick though. You could do like 2
Yeah.
stages.
Yeah, true.
Like in the
outside,
back?
like a little
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, that's like the nice part of that.
That's what we were
space,
gonna
though.
do for the first show, but it fucking rained.
Nah, yeah, we were trying to have
remember
like vendors be in the bags, kind of set up like a little
Yeah.
shop area, and
Yeah.
then come in, and then the stage is all there and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, that's
What we've
smart.
been
Come to
doing,
the
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
That's so smart. We should do that.
what we've been doing with like vendors now is like the little like glass bar or whatever it is.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they
true.
they set up there and like so
Shout out Ox.
yeah
Monte, you the homie.
yeah for
No, seriously.
yeah.
So is that your thing, Cash, for like going forward? What's like game plan? I don't want to like put you on blast.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Game plan so far? I
What's
don't
the
know.
game plan?
What's
As
the
far as like this year,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Where you?
Well, you said your goal, but then also like what are your next steps like as of this moment? Like what is like the
Like,
first
what are
thing
you having for
should do?
breakfast tomorrow? I'm just kidding.
I feel you. I see, man. I just dropped that tape, so I'm really trying to get these visuals out and just keep moving. And then I'm working towards like another project or two. But I plan on dropping like a couple EPs this year. It's gonna be a lot of music
Damn.
though, for sure.
Couple.
Yeah. Couple EPs.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. Just
When
put
did
enough
so
content.
when did your last one drop? Sorry, I
Pretty
didn't.
recent.
I didn't
Cash
catch
World,
it.
January 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So you're gonna put up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
awesome.
This was
though.
an album.
Yeah.
We gotta listen to it later. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Could we do letter to you real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or to me?
Yeah. yeah.
What's up, Cash? Where you at, though? Chillin' taking piss with your bitch, made up my new hoe. I'ma buy a designer clothes and drink on some new phone. She said, Cash, I like that. I said, bitch, I know that, I pop tags and bottles and fuck off models, but I ain't rich yet. Picture myself up on that bitch yet. Nigga, that's big flat. Don't up, baby, cause that's the big set. But it's okay, though. We gon' make it do what we say, so.
Bro.
That's
insane to me.
crazy.
That's
I
just
like
nonsense.
that. I
Thank
like
you,
that.
appreciate it.
Oh god, I
Cause
gotta
it's
think
like-
about what song it reminds me.
It like breaks the barrier. Cause alright, not even gonna lie, I had you in a box.
Yeah.
I had you in the like bop bop, just bops.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, like swear,
Yeah.
that's how I knew you. That's how I was Cash Story. Yeah, and then I listened to this for like 2 days, and I was pretty stoned. And when I got to that part, like stop popping pills, worries. Oh, that's what I want to talk about too. Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, worries.
It's
and
fire,
then
man.
I can't like. You totally changed it up.
Yeah, bro.
And that's why I just think it's so detrimental that everyone fucking knows that Cash ain't fucking around.
You know who Elu J is?
Elo J.
Yeah.
I've heard of the
LA,
name.
but like yeah, he performs here a lot, but that's what that beat reminds me of a lot too, because like he's got that sort of like kind of
It's
little
like jazz.
quirky.
I don't know how to
Yeah, I like
explain
it.
it.
But
That's
yeah,
dope.
you'll
How
have
would
to check
you
him
find
out
that
though.
sound?
I don't
You'll
know.
have to check him out.
I was telling him that it was kind of like how Trippy had his like a love letter to you, and it's like the "Can You Rap Like Me" of his tape. It's like he could like literally switch it up and go lyrical if he wants to. But
Right.
it's
That's
Cash.
the word lyrical.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
I was having like a. My bad.
I was having like a problem with people like, be like, damn, you got all these bangers, but I'm like, nah, bro, like I could do all that other
Yeah,
shit
You
too.
have variety.
Yeah, I got variety
yeah.
for real. I'm like,
That's really what that tape is. That's why I call it like Cash World. Like this is.
Like
I don't know.
that's like the whole like cycle of thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, before we get to Tommy, I want to talk about IC. Remember how the other day I asked you, I think I already have Hot Shots.
yeah,
Like, I'm sure I do. And then but you sent it anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, can we get this?
yeah, I got you on that for sure. I'll do
Bro,
it.
this shit is same album.
For promo videos?
No, for this video, for the intro. Did you see our intro for the pot?
We have to show it to you.
No.
Oh, I like this one.
Hey,
Bruh.
Is it open?
Bruh.
it's just hope though.
Hopefully we don't get sued.
Shouts out Mia. Mia, you're a gangster. I've hit up like 6 graphic designers. Like, yo, can you make me the Pornhub thing? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, come on, man. Everyone knows.
know.
Yeah, like don't
Cap,
pretend like
that's
you
cap.
don't like.
Trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I saw that. One of my friends actually posted it. She's like an Instagram model and shit. And she did that for her some fucking shoot, but it was like the thing and then her name, and I was like, I need to steal that. So, shouts out Angie, you're the goat. But yeah, Tommy, bro, y'all have a lot of projects together.
Yeah.
So like, how did that relationship start
Tommy?
out?
Things with Tommy, I've known Tommy for like nearly like 10 years. That's like one of my day one like brothers type of thing. So yeah, when we work, I don't know, it's just natural. We just cook up like. We might fuck around and go to the studio or something, or be at his crib because he has like a little setup, and we'll make like a couple songs per night type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know he'd be moving too, right?
Yeah, Tommy,
He likes it.
Yeah,
Tommy's a homie. I only met him one time, and he was like on some quick shit, but he seems like a really cool dude.
No, yeah, he's very chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tommy's a vibe, man, for real.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I feel like his sound is way different from your sound, so that like contrast when you guys are both on the same song, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's super sick. But yeah, no, dude, you guys are fucking well on your way, and I'm glad you came out for this shit, dude. Because like I was saying earlier, like he was literally the first person I hit up for the first show that we ever did.
So it only makes sense.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
it only made sense that Cash was
Yeah.
the first interview that we
That's
did.
awesome.
Because this is all brand new shit to us. We throw shows, we don't do interviews, but I guess
No.
I guess
Now
we
we
do
do.
now.
Yeah, so check that box.
Yeah, now we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and shouts out Riley.
For real.
My
Yeah.
man. That shit.
Yeah.
You got any? Oh, that's one last thing, super last thing. Merch.
Merch?
When can I get some cash to our merch?
For
Cash
real.
merch? I don't know. I
You
mean,
need a merch
help?
person?
Yeah, do you need help with that? Because we
got merch
we got
people.
a guy. Yeah. Or
I
a
mean,
few.
my homie's got like a clothing line right now. I'm wearing it right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
I don't know.
talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple F.
Yeah.
FFF, man. Fuck fake friends. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, it's them, man.
Yeah.
That's Chris, the producer, all that shit.
Angel.
Another homie, Javi, Angel. That's Angel. Angel designs for that shit. Everybody. So.
Does he have anything out?
Yeah.
Or it's like everything's unreleased?
Nah, they have a couple T-shirts they dropped. They did one show. Came up with these tie-dye tees. That was like a hit type thing, and they're about to drop these real soon too.
I need a, I need a
New
DM
vendor,
and
new
take that.
vendor.
They sold out too, I think. At
Yeah,
the
they
show.
sold out at the
Yeah,
show,
at the
too.
show. They sold
Yeah,
out.
like this kid, Harlan.
Yes.
I usually
Harlan, shout out Basil, shout out.
I usually have like Harlan shirts on deck, but
That shit's looking hard.
That's right.
Yeah.
it's a Harlan.
So basically the entire like his whole
there's a
campaign thing is just based
sticker.
around his dog.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the other dude. That's Medic. He's the dude with Medic, the dude with the ducks.
Yep.
Not to put him in a box, but he goes crazy. That's
Yeah.
he's crazy. And then Swimmy, but those are the homies, man. Like,
Yeah, those
next
are,
time we gotta give you a sticker when
Yes.
Slimy.
Yes.
Definitely got you next time. We gotta help you
yeah,
guys.
that should just come back for our like new shows, like literally anytime.
Yeah, we don't have shit planned. I want to do like a pop up though.
Yeah.
Like we should just do
Like,
like a
surprise.
pop-up. Like
Here
if
we
you
go.
have anything coming out, I'll
Yeah.
DM you and be like, yo, oh that's it. Yo, talk your shit. You got anything coming out? I know the
Coming
out.
visuals.
Couple visuals.
Yeah.
What's the date today?
Today is the
Today's Friday.
21st. 21st. Yep.
Oh shit.
21st.
21st. I'm dropping the song tonight type shit.
Oh.
You're lying.
Yeah.
What?
Alright,
Right
so
after this.
Beautiful.
it's the 21st now. This song's already out. Can we say the name?
Off these.
Alright, coming out. You gotta go stream that shit.
Yeah.
Link in bio. We can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, yeah.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is that the one
So
we're gonna shoot?
we're gonna shoot a video.
We're gonna
for
shoot that one too.
Yeah.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Song's
Cool.
gonna be fire.
No, I'm so stoked, guys. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
out.
you so much.
Appreciate it, guys.
for having
Yeah,
us.
man, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
That's a wrap.